Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and everybody in between, welcome to another episode of the Jake Botel Sports Experience. On today's episode, we continue our team previews for the 2022 All-Ireland Senior Hurling Championship by looking at Tipperary, my team. We finally got there. If you haven't checked out the other videos I've already done profiling the teams this season, I've got all 6 Joe McDonagh Cup sides previewed. We've looked at Clare, we've looked at Cork, we've looked at Limerick, so you can go and check all those videos out. While you're there, chuck me a sneaky subscribe. It helps me grow the channel, it sends good vibes your way, so it's a win-win for both of us. Tipperary, the Premier County. Their manager, Colm Bonner. Now, he's only been in charge since 2021. This is his first campaign in charge of Tipperary. The captain of the side is Ronan Marr. The most recent title for the Premier County came in 2019, where they defeated bitter rivals Kilkenny 325-20. Tipperary are an historic powerhouse in transition, looking to adapt and evolve into future success from a core team that won All-Ireland titles in 2010, 2016 and 2019. The forced retirement of key defender Paddy Marr due to a neck injury is just an example of the ways in which this Tipperary team is having to evolve and change amongst changing circumstances. That evolution is the responsibility of new manager Colm Bonner, who previously managed Carlo, and it's big shoes to fill and big expectations on his shoulders. So let's have a look at how Tip went in the league campaign this season under new management. They began with a close win over Laois, 4 points, 21-114. They defeated Kilkenny 119-118 in a really hotly contested game. They lost 21-216 against Dublin, a 1-point loss in Tipperary. They lost at Waterford 21-128 by 10 points. Then they finished their campaign with a 7-goal 29-117 victory over Antrim. They end the campaign 3-2. They score 8 goals, 111 points, concede just 6 goals, 93 for a plus 24-point differential. An interesting campaign for Tip. They'd been happy with the result against Kilkenny in a really close game. Probably a little disappointed with the loss to Dublin. Disappointed, I think, with the manner in which they lost to Waterford. They got completely overrun in the second half after having looked really up and about early. The Antrim result was a nice confidence booster to end the league season and look forward to championship hurling. So a mixed bag of a league with some positive results, and then the losses to Dublin and Waterford probably stung a little bit for Tipperary, but I don't think there's massive alarm bells ringing necessarily. So that's the league campaign. That's how Tip went in the league as a team. But let's have a look at some of the key contributors on the scoreboard at an individual level. So you had Jason Ford, a great campaign, 1 goal, 47 points to lead the way with 50. Out in front of Mark Kehoe, who scored 2 goals, 11. Michael Breen, 1 goal, 9. And Jake Morris, 1 goal, 9 himself. So those players combined for 5, 76, 91. So what are my expectations for Tipperary in 2022, given that I'm a Tipperary fan? Well, I think you've got to look at the classical expectations for Tipperary, and that is that they should always be winning. I think a lot of Tip fans feel that, we should be in contention for an All-Ireland every single season. So Colm Bonner has big shoes to fill in that regard and immense expectations on his shoulders. There's no use denying, though, in my opinion, that this is a team in transition from when it last won the All-Ireland in 2019. And honestly, at the moment, behind Waterford, behind Limerick, behind Cork, Tipperary could rank in the second half of the Munster Championship. The expectation, I think, should be to fight their way to a top 3 finish in the Munster Hurling Championship, I think that'd be a tick to get up into that top 3 and qualify for All-Ireland finals. But they're going to have to play out of their skins to overhaul Waterford, Limerick and Cork. There's 3 spots available. Tipperary under Colm Bonner are going to have to prove that they're good enough to work their way into that top 3 and gain access to, finals this season. What's next for you on the JBSE? Well, up next, we're going to have a look at Waterford, the team that won the league campaign that just concluded in fine style over Cork. We'll have a look at their team details, their National League form, season expectations, and more. If you've liked this video, please go and watch the others. We've got the 6 Joe McDonough Cup teams already previewed. We've done Clare, Cork, and Limerick. So go check those out. While you're there, chuck me a sneaky subscribe. It sends good vibes your way and helps me grow the channel. Until next time, thanks so much for watching.